Hello you guys, and welcome to a new video. My name is Mary Margaret if you're new here, and today I'm so excited because we are kicking off the van vlog. We just landed here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming and made it to Moterra Campervans. That is the company that we're working with on this trip. If you watched my pack with me, then you'll get to see all the outfits that I'm planning and kind of like how we prepped for this trip, since it is different than just like your typical vacation. We will be living out of this camper van for the next 6 nights, and I'm gonna take you guys along. Here's a mini sneak peek, but I am gonna give you guys a full van tour once we get set up and settled. We really just got here, put all of our stuff in, and we're about to head to a coffee shop and a bakery to kind of just like get settled before we head out for the day. And then after that, we're gonna grab groceries and then be on our way to our first campsite of the trip. I did an outfit change. I was wearing my like blue Hollister sweats that I showed y'all in the pack with me video. That was my airport fit, and I'm really glad that I had it on because when we first got here, it was so cold, and it is still really chilly in the shade, but when you're in the sun it feels really nice. So I just threw on this tank and these shorts, both from FP Movement. I have on my Hoka's, and then I have this Sherpa fleece jacket if it gets chilly. But for now, let's go ahead and grab some coffee. We just left Whole Foods and we did a big grocery haul because we honestly don't really know the next time we're gonna be in like a town area with gas, supplies, and like grocery necessities. So we really went all out. We both had like gigantic overflowing carts. I'm gonna give you all a very quick little haul. There's not honestly like anything super exciting. It's just like basics. So we have like granola bars. These are my favorite. It's the dark chocolate peanut butter from Kind. I have a bag of jasmine rice. Noah grabbed some chicken that we're gonna cook. We have like deli meat. We grabbed a loaf of bread, peanut butter. We have jugs of water. The van actually came stocked with toilet paper and paper towels, but just since we don't know the next time we're gonna be out, we wanted to just grab a few extra rolls of that as well. And then over in our little mini fridge, we have almond milk. We grabbed a rotisserie chicken, grapes, strawberries, bacon, ground beef, some poppies. This is cheese, we have eggs, and that's pretty much it for the most part. We are filling up on gas. The boys are grabbing firewood so that we can do a campfire later, and then we're gonna be heading to our first campsite. I believe we're going to Yellowstone. We'll keep you guys updated once we get there. We're really hoping we make it before sun goes down so that we can get all of our stuff situated, because we're not going to like an actual campground or like state park or national park for tonight's stay. We're gonna be on like this open land. I forgot the term, so I'll ask Noah when he gets back, but it's basically just like big public land where you can pull up and set up your campsite, and there's no like hookups for water or anything like that. So it's definitely the true camping experience. Our first full official day in the van, and I guess last night was also our first official night sleeping in the van. We are up bright and early because there is a time difference. Where we are here in Wyoming right now, we're an hour behind our time in Florida. The sun technically just rose 2 minutes ago, but there isn't any crazy colors in the sky. We were planning on going back down to that creek area that I vlogged at last night when we first got to the campsite, but there really wasn't anything that crazy with lighting because we are like in between mountains. So unless we're at an area where like we will actually be seeing the sun come up, or if like the sky gets crazy colors, there's really not like a need to like necessarily go anywhere for sunrise specifically, at least not today. We cleaned up the van because right now I'm actually sitting where our bed goes. Let me show you guys. This will be the impromptu van tour. So we open up this main door and we have our little living room rug. Right when you walk in, you see like this desk area. This is kind of like the main area of where you can like put things, store things. So up in this first drawer we have all of our utensils. In the next drawer we have plates, bowls, and cutting boards. And then down at the bottom we actually have our trash can and then the toilet. And then right here we have our mini fridge. Up here is the front section. So this is where me and Noah sit while we're driving. We have the driver's seat and then the passenger princess seat. This is actually really cool because it can turn 360 degrees, or I guess 180. So this chair can actually swivel and face this way if we were like sitting here chilling, hanging out. So that's also really nice. There's also a ton of like storage on the top, lots of cup holders. So it was very roomy while we were driving in yesterday. They have these little hooks so you can hang up your bag. Noah has his hats. I also forgot to show, they have all these little coffee mugs and water cups for like extra storage. Also have the sink right here. I think we have some dirty dishes in it. Yeah, so we're gonna have to clean those later. And then this way, this is the bed and kind of like sitting situation. So during the day, it kind of almost looks like a little mini couch, like a futon. And then when we go to bed, you actually pull out this bottom section, that part lays down, and then all behind it is our bedding. It's already made, so it's really nice. All you have to do is like roll it out. And it was super comfortable last night. I was nervous that we were going to be really cold, but I was actually very warm. The bedding was super nice. It was comfy. And then I love that they have all these like little lights everywhere. So when we were going to bed, it was super easy. Like if we needed to grab something quickly, to just like grab a light. There's another one back there. We also had this little mini fan, so that was nice to have like air blowing on us. And then all over here, we have more storage. There's a mirror on this inside part. It's so funny because this is like kitchen storage, but as you can see, we're just throwing like our random like toiletries and necessities in here. Actually have two big like dresser cabinet spaces. So if you slide that over again, we really just have all of our stuff like shoved in random spots because we didn't want to have to keep our suitcases on the ground and take up floor space. So we have all of our towels, we have an extra blanket, I have my boots, my denim jacket, another jacket, Noah has his shirts, and then I have a change of clothes, and then this is all of like my socks, leggings, t-shirts, all of that stuff. What's really nice about these vans is they actually have a pop-up tent. So technically we could sleep another 2 people up here. This is like the top half of the bed, and then directly above me you would pull this down and it would fill up the space. So you actually could technically sleep 4 people in here, which is really fun if you're traveling with the group. But we are actually just using the top spot for storage right now. So Noah's backpack and his travel bag are up here, but obviously once we're driving, this top part has to come down and we'll store those in the back underneath the bed. It has lots of good natural light, and also when we go to bed, there's like little privacy covers that cover all of the windows, so it's blackout, which is really nice. You can see like the back windows are covered right now, and that's pretty much what it looks like when we went to bed, but over all of the windows. This is our little campsite. I didn't really talk much about it when we got here yesterday because we were losing daylight and wanted to just like get situated before the sun went down, but we have both of the vans kind of catty-cornered, blocking in our campsite. We have a little fire pit going. Our chairs came with the vans, which are really nice. We got to like take those out and sit. I have on this like full jumpsuit from Amazon, and then on top I'm wearing this fleece from FP Movement. This came in right before we left, and then I'm wearing that trucker hat from Daydreamers, and then for shoes I'm doing my Tevas like hiking boots, and then just some big thick socks because it is like 44 degrees right now. It's gonna warm up later in the day, so I'm gonna have to do like an outfit change into some lighter clothes, but this is the outfit for right now. We are making our way to our next campsite, but we had to pull over for this incredible view. We just shot a few photos over there, and now we're just making a little makeshift lunch. I'm gonna do bread with peanut butter and then banana slices. Noah has a granola bar. You guys, we just made it to our campsite for the night. I am actually speechless. Let me just show you all. Oh my gosh. We have the vans backed up right here, and look at all the trees. We are right on the water. This is insane. Oh my gosh. I just did a little outfit change because we are about to go on a hike. I don't think there's like a specific trail in mind. We're just gonna try and start walking from our campsite and see what we find. So I just switched on into this Free People long sleeve. I have on a Free People movement tank underneath, and then just plain black biker shorts from Form, and then I have on my same hiking boots that I've had on the whole day. These have come in so much handy. I'm really glad that I have them because I thought I was going to be wanting to wear my Hokas, but honestly I feel the best wearing the boots. So I'm sure the sun's going to start going down somewhat soon, within like the next 2 to 3 hours, so we'll get dinner ready, a fire going and all of that. But we're just so excited that like literally this is the view from our campsite, because we're gonna get to fall asleep to the sound of like the water streaming by, so that'll be really nice. Good morning, you guys. We just packed up our campsite and are headed out for the day. It is 9:20 a.m. so we're getting a little bit, yeah, it's 36 degrees outside right now. So definitely colder than yesterday. I was layered in 5 tops this morning. The plan for this morning is to stop at Mormon Row. We passed it, but we were trying to book it to this campsite before the sun went down, so we ended up just passing by. But the plan for this morning is to stop there on our way out and then head into Jackson Hole for lunch, which is actually where we started, because right when we took off we went north, so now we have to make our way back down south. So we're gonna pass through it again, so probably stop there for lunch and like grab a quick bite to like regroup with Wi-Fi, because we really haven't had any service this entire trip, and kind of regroup our plan for the rest of today, and then head on down south. When we stop at Mormon Row, I'll stop and show you guys what it looks like. But this is my little outfit for today. I have on a blue long sleeve underneath for extra warmth, this gray bandit sweater, and then my brown barrel jean overalls from Free People. And then for shoes, this is actually the first time I'm wearing my Birkenstock clogs since we've been here. I've just been wearing my hiking boots every day because they're the warmest and they're like the most practical for where we are right now. But that's the fit for now. I'm sure I'll end up changing later on in the day once the sun comes out and it gets a little bit more hot. But it's been super like gloomy and overcast this morning. As you can see, we were all the way down there camping, but there's actually forest fires going on nearby. So when we woke up, all of the smoke from the fires have actually shifted to where we were camping. The sunrise this morning was just like a glowing sun. We didn't get much color, but it was still super pretty. So we're gonna head out and try and find some clearer weather. There's Brinley and Lucas's van making their way down. We just wrapped up our time back in Jackson Hole. We grabbed some food, went and showered at the rec center. So if you happen to do this same trek and you're in the area and you want like a good area to go in and shower, I definitely recommend going to check out. It's right in front of us. It's called the Teton County Jackson Community Recreation Center. And we just paid a little bathroom day pass. It was super cheap. I think it was like either $7 or $10. You get to go in, they have showers, soap, bathrooms, and all of that stuff. So it was really nice to go in and get like an actual shower. We feel so much better going into the rest of the trip now. So we regrouped and we are about to head on to the next part of the trip. We're going down a little bit south. I think only an hour tonight, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna make the rest of the trek down to Salt Lake City. But tonight we're just gonna head in. It's only an hour drive, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think we're gonna make another pit stop for gas soon and to grab a few more things from the grocery. But other than that, we're gonna head that way and I'll fill you guys in once we get there. We just pulled up to our campsite for the night. Here's our van. Brindley and Lucas are pulling up now, and you guys, look at the view. We've been really lucky with finding like waterfront spots, and I actually think we have 1 bar of service here, which is rare because everywhere else we've been, it's been really spotty with internet. We've got a fire pit right here, picnic table, which is really nice for just like setting stuff up. Even though the vans do come with tables and chairs, it's nice to just have extra space. And then this is actually like a little storage bin for bears. So if you have like spare food, if you were sleeping in like a tent and you didn't have somewhere where you could like lock and store it, then they have these little things that you can just keep all of your food in overnight. I just woke up and threw on some layers because I'm about to go sit out and watch the sun come up. The boys are already out there getting the coffee started. I just put on a little bit of makeup. I have powder, concealer, liquid blush, eyebrow stuff, and an eyelash curler. I haven't worn mascara once on this trip, and it's been so nice being able to just like rub my eyes freely and not have to worry about taking it off at night. So makeup has been very minimal, which is very nice because the weather is super dry here, so our skin, like my legs, I keep having to put moisturizer on them because they're so dry with no humidity here. We made another pit stop at a grocery store yesterday and bought some stuff to make pancakes. So that is the plan for this morning. I'm so excited. I think we're gonna head off after that, and we have to drive, I think it's like 4 hours towards Salt Lake City. I actually think it's a total of 5 maybe. We're gonna head to hot springs near Salt Lake City, and then after that we're gonna head to the Salt Flats for sunset. So that's kind of the game plan for today. Hopefully it all goes to plan. We'll see once we get on the road. Just pulled up to the hot springs parking lot. It says that it's about a 10-minute walk down to the area that you get in, so we're about to walk over that way. I just did a little outfit change. I'm wearing a sneak peek of something coming soon. Obsessed with the open back, and then I'm just throwing on my denim jacket and jean shorts to walk over there. It's really not cold since it's like midday and we've gone further south, so it's definitely a bit hotter here, but I don't have anything else that's just like easy to throw on. I have some towels for us, and then I'm just wearing my shower shoes that I brought because the article that we're looking at says that it's pretty muddy. We don't really know what it looks like since we can't see it from here, so I'm gonna switch to my phone, leave my camera here in the van, and I'll take you guys along. Me and Noah feels so awkward walking down with these literal bath towels because everyone else that's passing by is just like going on their daily walk or riding their bike, and we haven't seen anyone else wearing any sort of swimsuit. So hopefully we're going in the right direction. Brindley and Lucas were a little bit of a ways behind us, so they're gonna meet us down here, but it's just so funny. I'm like in a swimsuit and we have towels and no one else looks like they're going swimming anywhere near here, so we'll see. Gloomy sunset. The sun ended up going down behind a big section of clouds, so we're hoping in the morning we're gonna get a better sunrise. We still have some pretty colors out in the distance, but it just didn't get the full potential that it probably could be. But it is like legitimate salt. I did not know what to expect, but there's people all out in the distance. We pulled off at this little rest stop, so it has a really good little like parking area where you can come and run out. It's now the next morning. We already stopped and got coffees because we were so exhausted because we have a very long drive today, so the boys needed some extra energy going into this morning. There was a Starbucks nearby, so that's what we went and grabbed. I got an iced chai, Noah has an iced latte, and we are headed back out onto the salt flats. We went very briefly last night when we were driving in, but like I had mentioned, a cloud kind of blocked the sunset, so it ended up being like super blue, and there wasn't any like crazy colors. It was still very pretty, but there was more potential, so we're heading back out right now for sunrise. It's currently 7:12 and the sun is supposed to come up at like 7:39, 7:40, so we're gonna have perfect timing getting out there. There's a street that we passed last night that goes all the way out onto the salt flats, so that's the plan. We're gonna drive both the vans out there, hopefully set up the drones if we have time, and just shoot a few photos. Wrapping up right now at sunrise, and it is so pretty out here. If you are visiting Utah anytime soon, definitely add the salt flats to your bucket list. We came last night and it was pretty, but being here in the morning and getting like an actual good sunrise was so worth the early wake up call, and I'm just so happy that we did this because I feel like this is such a bucket list place. Noah's over here shooting a few camera photos before we head out. We are at Zion National Park and we just stopped and jumped in this freezing cold river. This is my first time getting in water here. I've been to Chicken, but now that we're further south, it's a lot more hot. I think it's like 92 degrees here, so it feels really, really refreshing. I was just sitting, taking in the view, and the water's actually clear here, which I am so glad, because when we went to the hot springs yesterday, I got in for like 2 seconds, but I was too sketched out because it was pretty dark and just like, you couldn't see your feet in the water. We just got to the sand dunes. It's called Pink Coral Sand Dunes, but we have one sled and then one like snowboard style one. So we're gonna go head down. I'm wearing all black because I didn't know if my white tank was gonna get stained. So I'm wearing this long sleeve from Princess Polly and then little biker shorts. It's now the next morning, and I don't think I really vlogged much last night after the sand dunes because we were just enjoying our last night camping. We all cooked like the last of the food that we had, sat around the campfire, and just like talked about all of our favorite parts of the trip. So we were just soaking in our last night of the van trip. I can't believe it's already coming to an end. I feel like it flew by, but also I feel like we knocked out so much in the few days that we were here. So we have seriously had the best time. I'm so happy that we were all able to do this together. This has been on me and Noah's bucket list for way too long. He has been begging to come and do a van trip out west for so many years, literally since high school. So definitely a bucket list thing for us to all get to do together. If you also want to do some sort of van trip, I could not recommend Moterra enough. This YouTube video is not sponsored by them, but they've just gone above and beyond of like having everything that you would ever need in a van. They have string lights, they have cleaning supplies, they have plates, utensils, they have bug spray, they have all of the bedding for your bed, they have mosquito nets that you can hang up. And so I feel like we were just so overly prepared going with this company. Definitely go and check them out. I'll have their Instagram and their website down below. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching as well. Definitely like this video and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next one.